Greetings, fellow tabletop gamers. I'm Joseph, and this is Philip with me. And today we will be doing a little introduction video for our official RotS campaign titled The Draconic Dilemma. And in today's video we will briefly go over again what is
briefly,
RotS. Yes, briefly, only a 5-minute video, hopefully. What is RotS and what are tabletop games in general, and we will go over everyone, the official setting of the campaign, and stuff like that. So, shall we, Philip?
Yes, we shall. Let's start with the most obvious question of all. What is RotS?
Yay. So, as we said multiple times, RotS is a tabletop RPG that is focused on realistic representation of fantasy. RotS is actually short for Rise of the Sovereignless, and RotS in its essence is similar to other tabletop RPGs, yet very different at the same time.
We now know what RotS is, but how is RotS similar to other tabletop RPGs?
Well, that's easy. The core of every tabletop RPG is role-playing. And as with every other tabletop RPG, so it is with RotS. Role-playing is, in my own words, unscripted acting, where a bunch of players assume the roles of fantasy characters. That's it.
Now that we know how are we similar to other tabletop RPG, how is RotS different?
Well, the mechanics and rules in RotS cater to players that prefer a more grounded fantasy. Some examples of this would be the way armor decreases your chance to dodge blows, but makes you more resistant to suffered hits. Hit points remain the same on first and maximum levels. The dangers of adventuring and dabbling in the supernatural may leave a toll on one's sanity. Those are but a few examples.
Okay, so we have generally covered all of this in our previous videos and our interviews and whatnot. Why the heck are we making this one?
Well, you see, as I said in the beginning of this video, this video serves as a quick introduction to our official campaign videos. The first one, which will be released tomorrow.
There you go. That's why we're making another one.
Exactly.
Yay!
And another one.
More content. And another one, yeah. So, Joseph, we were talking about some kind of session and campaign. What can you tell us about this campaign? What can the players expect? Who is playing it and what's going on?
Yeah, well, as I said, the campaign is titled The Draconic Dilemma, and it is GM'd by, surprise, me. There are four other players playing alongside me. The campaign is set in a unique fantasy world called Astrium.
I don't think we mentioned that one before.
Nope.
What can you tell us about Astrium? What is Astrium? What's going on there?
Astrium is inhabited. Well, Astrium is your typical fantasy world, inhabited by your typical fantasy races: dwarves, dragonkin, elves, orcs, humans, etc., etc. Astrium had suffered a cataclysmic event known as the Breaking, which left the whole world and its inhabitants broken. Following the Breaking, the Taint appeared. The Taint is a magical disease that turned the living into undead creatures. Well, most of the living. And before all life was wiped, the undead mysteriously vanished. Astrium does have magic, but it is closely tied to a special substance called Astrium.
Astrium and magic. Magic is such a mysterious thing in our setting. What can you tell me more about magic and what is Astrium?
Well, to cast magic, to use magic, one must first undergo an Astrium binding ritual. Now, this involves the literal engravement of Astrium within one's skeleton and flesh. A lovely process.
Yes.
Most who attempt it do not survive. Astrium is considered the most valuable material on Astrium, for obvious reasons. It is the source of wars and disagreements between kingdoms and the three great factions of Astrium.
Who are those three mysterious factions?
The three great factions of Astrium are super guilds, or better yet, super organizations that transcend kingdoms and that influence the events happening in Astrium from the shadows. They're kind of like your most powerful corporations of the day, basically. That's all I'm gonna say about the three great factions. For
really?
Yes, for those who want to know more about them and other lore, I suggest watching the official RotS campaign videos.
I mean, you can at least tell the names.
No, I cannot.
See, people, this is what I'm dealing with. I'm trying to give you more info, but no, I'm a mysterious GM. I'm not going to tell you everything. Please watch our videos. Fuck you, Joseph.
Move on.
We talked everything except your main cast, your player characters. I mean, me. Yay! What can you tell me? What can you tell us about me? I mean, not about me. About us as players, our player characters.
Yes, the player characters. Okay, the player characters are either members of or somehow affiliated with the Voidbreakers. The Voidbreakers, an adventuring guild from the human kingdom of Lormar. The players will begin playing on an island away from their homeland, and this island is inhabited by Dragonkin. The Dragonkin of the island have specifically asked the Voidbreakers to aid them with a problem.
How are our sessions going to be edited? What's the catch?
Oh boy, okay. Because I don't want to have anybody experience the torture of watching us for 7 to 8 hours, a special overlay has been created just for this purpose. All of the players, including the GM, will be seen by everybody watching, you poor bastards, as we are playing. The central part of the overlay will be direct footage from Tabletop Simulator. The videos will be edited to show highlights of role-playing and combat.
Heavily edited, yes.
Yes, they will be heavily edited. In doing so, I, the poor bastard that has to edit all of that, will eliminate the boring parts of our sessions while still showing a coherent story. That is the general idea. For instance, on the subject of editing, our first session lasted 7 hours. Those 7 hours have been edited down to 1 hour and 18 minutes.
I must say that 7 hours is generally a small time for us. We last for like 12 or 15 sometimes.
Yes, we sometimes go overboard and can last for much longer, but...
yeah, keep telling yourself that sometimes. Yeah. So...
Okay, yeah. There you have it. We hope to see you tomorrow.
Any final words?
Yes. These are the fucking final words, Philip. Yes, I hope everybody who watches it will enjoy the videos, and everything has been done to minimize any potential brain damage and suffering that you might experience while watching them. So, yeah, like and subscribe, and Godspeed, adventurers.
No. We are doing this the right way. Joseph?
No.
Yes.
I have said my piece. Fuck off.